Don't start again. Hi, Sandra, little big old. Radio. Good morning, Sandra, little big old me. Hey, good evening. So I thought I'd do a little tribute and talk about my mother. My mother's name was Judith Ann. She was a special soul. She was born deaf through rubella. She was adopted, and then my mother's adoptive mother couldn't handle her behaviour. I guess she had her own struggles and being indifferent to everybody, I guess. And then her adopted mother's sister actually raised her. Anyway, she did the best she can, I think, you know, and when I was 7, I was with my mother walking home from the shops, and she had a cerebral hemorrhage, which the results were a terribly deformative stroke, you know. She had to learn to do everything all over again, walk, talk, you know, or eat, you know. But the eating thing was always a struggle to anybody that has a relative that's had a stroke would know that the epiglottis, the muscle becomes lax, which is the flap that stops food from travelling to your lungs. So constant thing ever since that moment, I guess, was her choking on food and other things, behavioural things and different things. And you know, as the years got on, it didn't get better. There were other medical diagnoses, which I do believe results directly to being a rubella baby. Anyway, the one thing I know and I remember about my mother's mother was her laugh was contagious, and her and my father were together for many years until they were separated. She went into care, rehabilitated, come back again, and then we had no choice but to send her back, because it was one Christmas day, and I had to help my dad help my mother to get out of the chair to get to the table for Christmas dinner. But as I was saying, the one thing other than my mother's contagious laugh that I'll remember her fondly for was the fact that we used to arm wrestle with her bad arm. So she was right-handed like most people. So then her left arm became her strong arm, and her right arm was non-existent, you know. Her hand was clasped tightly, and her fingernails used to dig into her skin. But that left arm, well, we used to arm wrestle, and never can I once remember ever beating her. So here's to you, Mum. Happy Mother's Day. I've lit a candle for you, as I always do for Christmas, your birthday, your memorial, and all those special moments that you can't be here. I love you. I love when you're flying and then you look down, it's like a patchwork quilt, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. He was joking. Funny one is when it ends up in the envelope when we're packing up, and yeah, if we get back to the shed and you hear this phone ring at the bottom of the box, and yeah, someone's phone, it's all down the top pocket or something.
House just sitting up. Yeah. And the beams of light going through it.
Just cinematic, this whole thing.
Isn't it?
What's the reference to them? Bringing that back down, yes, sort of around 40,000 feet. And once they get out, onto the top, where they
think he's climbed most of the mountains in the world. Like he's one of these adventure type characters. Yeah, he's done all sorts of stuff.
I guess it's the next level, isn't it? Really, when you think about like it's another level, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the next
I,
special level.
yeah, I would grow up children saying to my foster mother they couldn't have children, and her son was an adventurer, an engineer, and an accomplished musician. And he moved to Canada, and unfortunately, yeah, he met the love of his life. She fell pregnant, and he fell off an ice glacier to his death. It made fun take.
You got a little hillside, you know, a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even realise that we'd actually lifted off the ground, and I got back up out of the basket and looked over, and we were already off and running, and I was like, oh shit, I missed it. How can you miss it? We're still up here. It's beautiful. It's amazing, and I'm so glad that we took it on and we could share it with you all. You just drifted around and do this forever, couldn't you? It's awesome. If you had a picnic basket on board, that is.
Thank you. No, sorry. Thank you.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow.
You do a good shed too.
That's right. Yeah, they do love it. That's a good spot. Just to, that's all just stand up for.
Oh nice, this is my baby girl's awake. What time is it? I'm ringing her. So she can see. So obviously we've landed back on the ground. The crew are just deflating the balloon. We'll jump back into the bus, head back to a place called The Farm, which is who hosted us for the hot air balloon ride. We had a choice of 3 different items on the menu. Can't wait to get back and have breakfast. I thought we were eating it before we went up, but I guess I was just hungry. So we're heading back to The Farm. Once this is all packed up, we'll have breakfast. There's a bar there as well, but I'll try not to tempt myself. Little big old me! Sorry people, it's part of our intro. this opportunity to speak to people around Australia and the globe. If you have a story that you think is interesting or special to you that you would like to share on our program and to the world, please don't hesitate to contact us. Myself, Sandra at Little Big Old Me. We look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a great day. Little Big Old Me.